Давай, Shelly, you first.
Me first. It's for you, Gino. How you doing?
Is the question?
No. Just an opening. If tomorrow night before Game 7, in the locker room before the game, if your teammates asked you to stand up and say something to them, what would you say?
It's tough, yeah, but I have experience. We play lots. I play a lot of games at 7 and Detroit. Play Washington Game 7, but I have experience but just say play your game, relax, enjoy it. We play home, big crowd tomorrow too, and just have fun.
This is for both of you, Sidney and Gino. There was a lot of talk in round one about external expectations and having to deal with that and not letting it get in to the room and playing the right way. How do you guys regroup and do that again for a Game 7 that feels like it's a pretty big moment for your franchise, your group, everything?
Yeah, I don't think we exactly look at it the way you just said it. I think we look at it, basically we didn't help ourselves with the last 2 games we played, and I don't think we look at the whole picture like that. I think we look at it responding and looking at this as an opportunity. We worked hard all year to get home ice in the playoffs, and to be home. Good song. Yeah, so I think to get to this point, we got to look at it as an opportunity and try to make the most of it.
Yeah, it's same. I believe team. We have great year. It's work hard and we play at home. I enjoy play here and we're ready to game tomorrow.
Sid, I don't think many people in the world probably understand the pressure that you deal with on a daily basis on and off the ice, and Mario's probably one of those few people. I know you talked with him in the locker room last night. Can you talk about just your relationship with him, and do you go to somebody like him maybe if your game isn't where you want it, or when you're dealing with a high-pressure situation like right now, can he maybe give you a little bit of wisdom that maybe not many other people could?
I'm sure he could. We definitely didn't, if you're talking specifically last night, we didn't really talk about anything different than we would half the season when we talk after the games when he's down in the room. So I don't think there was anything different there, but definitely he's got pretty good understanding of dealing with the pressure and things like that. But I think if anyone understands, sometimes it's nice just to not have to talk about it at all. So I think you can appreciate that too.
Guys, in the first 3-4 games of the series, you had success getting a lot of shots on Lundqvist. In the last 2, that's been harder a lot of shots, but good quality chances. What do you guys have to do to tilt the ice back so you guys are putting more pressure and getting more bodies in front of the net?
Me again. I think just more traffic. I think we've made it a little too easy on them the last couple games. We have to do a better job of getting to the front of the net, and they're not making it easy. They're trying to box guys out, and they make it tough to go there, but that's where you're going to score goals this time of year. So I think getting more traffic, I think we've had a good mentality to get shots to the net. They've blocked some, so we've got to do a better job of getting them through, but ultimately having that desperation around the net to get second and third opportunities.
For both of you, again, I was wondering if you could sort of evaluate how you guys have grown as sort of the faces of this franchise over the years and the responsibility that comes with that this time of year, and how you help each other when it's in the pressure of the playoff situation like that.
It's a tough question for me.
Yeah, I'll take it. See, this is maybe a couple years ago we wouldn't have. I would have made him answer it, but I know now. I think it's just important. We both try to play our games, and I think like any teammates, whether you're in our position or not, I think you're always there for your teammates. You want to help them, and I think you definitely have an appreciation for the guys you have in your dressing room, no matter who they are or what their role is. So that doesn't change with me and Gino. I think I appreciate what he brings in his game, and ultimately we just try to be our best and help our team win.
Yeah, well, story when after Olympics, I play bad and Sid come to me and, when we start talk about my games, about life, it's we're good friends, and I'm excited to play with Sid one line. I'm excited to play with him in one team. It's best player in the NHL, and I'm learned a lot, and we know we can win tomorrow, and we do it.
Guys, this is for either one of you. I mean, this is probably the longest stretch you guys have both played on the same line together. I think it's been 8 games now. Specifically tomorrow, would you like to stay on the same line tomorrow, or do you feel like maybe you'd be more effective against the Rangers if you're both center in your own line?
It honestly doesn't. It doesn't change. I mean, we have to be our best, and if we're put together, we know that we've got to create things, and if we're not, we still have to create things. So it really doesn't change anything. And like you said, we have played together a little bit more lately. So if that's the case, we'll be familiar with what we need to do. But if not, there's been so many different combinations this year. I think we'll be comfortable either way. But we both know we got to be at our best, no matter what the lineup is.
This is for Gino. You said earlier, guys have to have fun. If that's your message to your teammates, is it hard to have fun when you worry that it might be the end, or how do you do that? How do you do that when you know that it could be over?
No, I mean, fun. It's today. You're not thinking about game tomorrow. We stay in hotel. We go to dinner. We talk each other. We just have fun before game. But when you step on ice, it's different time, and you need focus. I mean, it's only fun before game.
It seems like the extracurricular and the physicality in this series has really ratcheted up in games 5 and 6. Can you guys talk personally about your involvement with some of those extracurriculars and how you want to try to either avoid? Are the Rangers doing something to push your buttons, or what are they doing to kind of get you guys, after the whistle stopped?
I think that's pretty natural for any series. I think the more you play and closer to the games, the more heated it gets. And if you're talking about the last couple, they've kind of, late in the game, they've kind of been out of reach a little bit the last minute or so. So you see that stuff develop, but it doesn't feel any different than the other playoff series, or I don't feel like we've been involved more. I mean, we're talking about it now because we lost the last 2 games. If we would have won them, we wouldn't be talking about it. So, I think we got to focus on playing, especially in Game 7. All our energy has to go towards being our best, but I don't think they've done anything different to push our buttons that anyone else hasn't done before.
Sid, you said earlier that you're thinking about Game 7. Does that mean you don't allow yourself to think about the implications beyond this game?
No, I don't really see that helping unless it's thinking about moving on, and that's what we want to do. So I think in this situation, whether we won the last 3 to get to this point or not, it doesn't really matter. It's what we're going to do here tomorrow. So I think putting all of our energy towards that and worrying about that is the most important thing, and that's going to make us most productive tomorrow.
Either one of you guys, the Rangers, I know you guys, there's 2 teams in this playoff series, not just the one. You guys have to look at your team primarily, but there were some things that happened that kind of preceded the last 2 games that the Rangers won. They got a player back from injury. They kind of got past that really tough schedule they had, and unfortunately they had a family tragedy. All those things seem to kind of rally them in terms of emotions. Is that something that can give a team a big advantage, those kinds of things that a team can rally around? Do you notice that? Is there something you try and find or manufacture to rally around for your own team emotionally?
Yeah, I think that, we're well aware of those things, and it certainly can give a team a boost. A lot of different things can happen, but I think when a team's down 3-1, regardless of those things, that we're talking about, I think they automatically rally and become pretty desperate anyway. So I think our starts haven't really, allowed ourselves to really, play the right way early on, and you give a team life when you do that, regardless of them rallying around certain things. So, we have to look at ourselves for that as well. So, yeah, I think that there is some merit to that. I think that does happen with some teams, but we could also make it a little more difficult on them as well.